Hello everybody. Today I'm going to give you my honest opinion about the two hottest phones right now. The Galaxy S10 and the iPhone XS Max. Okay? There's two. So I got the iPhone XS Max first because it came out first. You know, pretty much the most basic reason it came out first, you can get it first. Um, and then I started to use the Samsung Galaxy S10 a little bit later. Two phone is a lot different actually. It's not that similar. First, let's talk about the Apple. Talk about the price. So when it first came out, I got this for about 1450 something, almost 1500 bucks. Pretty pricey though. And it still have the big little bezel up here, so it's kind of ugly for the front. But in the back though, compared to Samsung, just look at the back. Apple still look better in the back, even though the front screen Apple is not as good as Samsung. And of course, because Samsung produced the screen for Apple, so they have to keep the screen for themselves, the best for themselves, and give the secondary, the less good stuff for Apple, right? So the Samsung screen, it looked like you just put a sticker on it. You know, it looks so good compared to Apple. But then again, you have to look very careful to notice the difference. But let's talk about the price of this guy. Samsung is still priced lower than Apple. This is about 1,000 to 1,100 bucks, depending whether you pre-order it or not. I pre-ordered mine, so it's a little bit cheaper. Let's talk about the charging capability. Samsung have USB Type-C, and the XS Max still use the lightning cable. So needless to say, when you charge with a cable, Samsung charge faster. About wireless charging, I think Samsung also charge faster too, based on what my users, I think. Now, assuming both phone is at 100% while using them, at the end of the day, I don't know how many milliamp hour each phone have, but at the end of the day, when I use my S10, I have about 25% left. Versus Apple, at the end of the day, I have about 40% left. Okay? But here's the difference. For Samsung, I use live screen, I use live home screen, live wallpaper. Yeah, let me unlock it. I'll show you what I mean. So, I have active fish swimming in the back, a Zen garden. So the background takes more battery and more intensive. So, but I think overall the battery are the same on both phones, more or less. You wouldn't probably notice a difference. Let's see the camera. I don't see the difference between the two cameras. The Samsung, of course, had 3 cameras in the back, which look cooler, but I didn't get into the technicality of it. I didn't know what the third camera is for. I understand that the Samsung zoom better, it's clearer, but about taking video camera or taking pictures, I think the two look pretty much the same. You give me 2 pictures, tell me which phone it was taken from, I probably wouldn't know. So actually it doesn't matter. Camera are pretty the same on both one. Let's see. But there's a but to it. Yeah, no but. They're the same. I'm just gonna put that conclusion. If you look better or not depend on whether you fit or not, or depend on your cameraman is good or bad. So it camera wise is the same. About convenient. How convenient is it to use the phone? I would say Galaxy S10 Android is a little bit better than iOS. Mainly because I can use 2 apps at once, so I can open both apps, one listen to music on YouTube and one is using on Facebook. iPhone technically could do that, but you have to jailbreak the phone and take a lot of work and it's a mess. But technically you can't use both apps as one with iPhone just yet. So maybe in the future they'll do that. Let's talk about inside the phone a little bit. The Samsung have Snapdragon 855 chips, which on benchmark is a little bit higher than Apple A12 overall score. What else? Oh, Samsung came with like 8 gig of RAM or 10 gig of RAM, which is way better than the Apple, I guess, Max 3 gig of RAM. And that's the number one reason why I use the live screen on Samsung, because if you use that live screen on Apple, it will go jiggly, very jiggly. So overall, I would pick the S10 over the iPhone. All right, now let's talk a little bit about the earpod. The earpod from Apple. I like the earpod from Apple more, to be honest, because the box is so easy to open and close with one arm, and you can just sit here and open and close this all day long, and it feels really good, and it's smooth. The paint is smooth, and the earpiece have a little piece sticking out here, but I don't mind that at all. I think it's easier to hold, and it make it look slimmer. The one from Samsung, the Galaxy Bud, is kind of hard to open with one hand. Well, yeah, you can, but it's kind of difficult. And I dropped it like 5 times already. Compared to the earpod, I haven't dropped it at all when I open it with one hand. Yeah, there you go, see? I was able to open this one with one hand too, but it's not as enjoyable. And I feel like, I don't think the earpiece for Samsung is... Mom, what are you getting to? Mom, this... Đang quay mà chui vô trong này quất nhà. Oh my god, Mom. Anyway, my Mom's just getting to my screen, but that's okay. I love her. Where am I at? Yeah, the earbud for Galaxy Bud. It's probably not thicker than the iPhone one. It's probably the same size, but the iPhone one looked a little bit thinner, just because it have a little thin stick sticking out. Hey, it's just the sound quality, the feel, and everything. The Apple AirPod just beat the Samsung Galaxy Bud outright. Just outright beat it, But of course, you can use the Apple AirPod with the Galaxy S10. If you think that's your best combination. I would say so. But overall, I picked the Galaxy S10 phone over Apple any day. I was an Apple fan though. I got MacBook Air, iMac, iPad, everything. But Apple slowly, falling behind, and I decided to use the Galaxy S10. And another big reason is because, my little sister wanted the XS Max, so I only have one phone left to choose from. So that's that. Okay. So yeah, that's my my opinion of it. Comment below and let me know what your opinion of the two. Which brand do you like more and why? I'll see ya.